seeing in the summer, well, eating one meal that is way over your even calorie maintenance. I'm gonna have this cereal milk muffin. This has, no, she's really good me. I know I'm not the only one that goes to Trader Joe's and picks up things that you probably actually don't want to buy. I was complaining to my mom about it. I know you didn't do it. I was talking to my mom about it and I was like, this is why I don't go to Trader Joe's. But you know what, we went and we got some stuff that I wanted to share with you because they are very good. First is this candy cane JoJo's ice cream. It's peppermint and vanilla swirled with fudge and chunks of candy cane JoJo cookies. If you like peppermint chocolate stuff, but you don't love like little pieces of candy cane, this doesn't have that. It just has like fudge and then pieces of the cookie. So it's like a, my daughter is here, she wants it. It's kind of like a holiday peppermint cookies and cream. It's so good. What's in the freezer for me, please? And then I got this hot honey popcorn, which I remember seeing in the summer. Well, I didn't see it. I remember seeing people talk about it in the summer because I thought it was seasonal, but then I was at Trader Joe's and I saw it. So I was like, you know what, let me try it. Some pieces are very good. Some pieces taste a little bit weird. I think if you like kettle corn, you would love these. You want to try? Oh, what did you get? The ice cream?
Yeah.
No, we're not having ice cream right now. It does have quite a kick, so if you're not a spicy lover, maybe pass. The last thing I got was this Mandarin orange chicken. I actually have had this before a long time ago, and I was passing by it, and I was like, you know what, it looks good. Excuse me. They're just running with the ice cream. It sounded good, and so I'm actually gonna go ahead and make this right now for my breakfast, which might sound a little bit weird, but you can eat whatever you want, whenever you want. You don't have to eat specifically breakfast food in the morning, dinner food the night, whatever. When I was little, we did every Thursday, we did breakfast for dinner, which was fun. Hi. As you can probably already tell, this is gonna be a full day of eating, but I'm trying to get better at actually introing my videos, so this is spicy. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nicole. If you're not new to my channel, welcome back, and I'm so glad to have you back here. Later in this video, I'm gonna show you this super yummy cucumber salad. If you've been to Bar Taco, you might have had the salad there. I think I've perfected the little dupe for it, and it's so good. My son's about to move the camera. And here is my post-workout meal. Paired it with some leftover zucchini from, I think I had Sunday's dinner, and then I tried to use, so technically for the serving, I could use like half of the little sauce packet. I probably use like 1/3, a little bit less than half, and then there's still quite a bit extra sauce at the bottom of my bowl, so I'm just not going to eat that just to save a little bit on calories because I want the protein. And then normally I would have something like this with rice, especially post-workout, because I want to have the carbs, but this like chicken, looking at the macros, actually because of like the batter and stuff, has a fair amount of carbs, and then plus the zucchini, I'm still getting a little less carbs than I normally get with my cream of rice bowl, but pretty close to that. And then getting fiber from the zucchini, protein from the chicken, obviously, and then a little bit higher fat than normally I would eat post-workout, but sometimes you gotta do it, it's okay. That's probably one of the main reasons I love tracking macros, because I mean, don't do macros in a way where it's like, if it fits your macros, like you're eating just poo-poo food all the time. But I do like the fact that I could fit in something like a little bit special and still hit my macros and still reach my goals. It's time for my mid-morning coffee. Today I made my coffee with whole cow's milk because I need it for some recipes that I'm making over Thanksgiving, which, speaking of Thanksgiving, if you're watching this video the day I post it, it's Wednesday and Thanksgiving is the next day. If you have some fitness or weight loss goals like I do, I'm about 5 pounds away from my end of the year weight loss goal. Interrupting this video really quick, give you a little weight check-in because I said I would last episode and I realized I didn't really. I think it was the second episode I filmed at my Great Lock-In where I talked about how I was sick for like 3 days, pretty much no appetite, stayed as much as possible in bed, especially 2 of those days. And my weight dropped, I think like 3.5 pounds. I don't remember exactly now, in 3 days, which I knew was not real like fat loss, it was just because when I'm sick, I don't have an appetite. I said in that vlog, I think it was like a workout vlog. Well, I guess I typed it on the screen that I anticipated that weight would come back as soon as my appetite came back, and it did. Now, this week, I basically dropped that weight again. Well, over the last like week and a half, actually like dropping it, not because I wasn't eating. I filmed this full day of eating actually yesterday. So as of today, I am officially 11 pounds down since the start of my great walk-in. And I'm now 45 pounds down from when I started like my postpartum fitness journey in June of 2024, which I'm pretty proud of. Yeah, actually I guess it's 46 pounds down. I'm 4 pounds away from my fat loss goal for the end of the year, and I think I can hit that pretty seamlessly. That's about a pound a week, actually, with like some wiggle room with Thanksgiving tomorrow, and then obviously Christmas. I'm not gonna be super on my macros on Christmas, and probably actually not Christmas Eve as well. I'll see how things continue on, and then maybe in next episode we'll chat a little bit more about my plan for after in the new year. Sometimes when a holiday, especially like Thanksgiving, where the holiday is centered around food, it's coming around, you're feeling anxious, you're like, okay, if I eat, like I'm gonna get away from my progress, it's not worth it. Okay, let me starve all day and then just eat at night, and I'll just eat Thanksgiving food, and you're like stressing yourself out about it. The same way that being in a calorie deficit and making sure you hit your protein target for one day is not gonna make you become a muscle mommy overnight, unfortunately. Eating one meal that is way over your even calorie maintenance is not going to completely derail your progress. I am expecting when I wake up Friday morning, I do weigh myself daily. That is just my preference. I rather track daily than just pick a day a week to weigh myself, because who knows if I'm weighing myself that day in the week and like something is skewed off. That actually is more stressful to me than weighing myself every day. But I am expecting to wake up Friday morning maybe like 3 to 4 pounds heavier than I am, because I understand how fat loss works, how calories work. It's not something that stresses me out. It takes a 3,500 calorie deficit to lose 1 pound. So gaining 3 to 4 pounds overnight would have to mean, let's go with 4 pounds. That would mean that I had to eat 14,000 calories over my maintenance calories, So on top of, let's say my maintenance calories are 2,500 calories. So I would have to eat 14,000 on top of that to genuinely gain 4 pounds of fat overnight. That's not possible. I mean, it's possible, but I'd really have to be stuffing things in. It's just not gonna happen. So that weight that I'm gonna gain overnight, it's gonna be water weight. It's gonna be the actual food in my stomach because I ate a lot of food. It's gonna be the sodium intake, because I'm sure my sodium intake is gonna be all over the place. I'm not gonna stress about it, because over the next few days, as long as, and here's the key, as long as I go right back to eating the way I normally eat, that weight's gonna come off in 2-3 days. It's not gonna be a big deal. I'm not gonna stress out about it. The only things I'm going to make sure that I do in the morning of Thanksgiving, I'm gonna get my workout as normal. I might try and make sure that I get some extra steps to the gym, because I know like throughout the day, I'm not gonna be getting as many steps, because I'm mostly just gonna be lounging, doing some cooking, which like I'm just like in the same little area cooking. And we'll make sure to front load my day with protein. So instead of maybe coming home and having my cream of rice bowl for my post-workout, or like what you saw today, something that's a little bit heavier in fat and carbs, maybe I make like an egg white pancake, which that's just straight protein, and then put a lot of berries on top. So I'm still getting some carbs, because you want the carbs to refuel. Also don't want to go into Thanksgiving feeling like super deprived, but I'm making sure that I'm hitting my protein throughout the day, and then I'm keeping my fat and carbs a little bit lower, not drastically, a little bit lower, to kind of use those for later in the day. I am still 100% going to go over my calorie maintenance. I already know that. I already am expecting it. Going to make sure I'm hitting my gallon of water a day, which is what I already do majority of the days I've been doing since mid-October. So that's kind of easy. I might try and hit a little bit extra water just to kind of flush out some of that extra sodium. And then I'm also going to, so normally I have my like, I don't even call them low, because they're like my normal days, and then I have 2 high days, and normally that's on Wednesday and Saturday. I'm not gonna have a high day tomorrow, Wednesday, and then have Thanksgiving Thursday. That seems kind of silly. I'm just gonna make Wednesday a normal low day, whatever you wanna call it, and then make Thursday my high day, which is gonna be an extra high day. Friday, I'm gonna go back to eating exactly like normal. I already told my mom, hey, please don't make me anything that you're expecting me to take home, because I just really really don't want any leftovers for myself. If my husband wants some leftovers, he can go ahead and take that, that's fine. But I've told her already, because normally I will take some leftovers, and that's kind of where I see like the weight progress that I've made start creeping up, because I'm eating those leftovers over the course of the next week that my body's not used to. And then Saturday, I will still have my normal another high day, because I do want to still make sure that I'm hitting 2 high days a week. Right now, hitting those 2 high days a week, I'm still progressively losing weight, so why would I stop doing that? And then that's really it. The rest of it, I'm gonna enjoy my food. I'm making apple pie. I'm gonna be eating some apple pie. I'm gonna be eating ice cream. I love sweet potato souffle. I'm actually not a huge turkey fan. Something about turkey, every time I eat turkey, even yesterday I made turkey meatballs for dinner. Anytime I eat turkey, I just feel like it's not good. Like, I'd rather have chicken, I'd rather have beef, I'd rather have seafood. I love seafood. I'm actually gonna have some seafood for lunch. I love cranberry sauce. My mom makes this really yummy like Brussels sprout salad with like pecans and cranberries. It's so good. Actually, I have some dried cranberries. We're gonna bring that over to her. I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're watching this after Thanksgiving, I hope that if you have weight loss, fat loss goals like me, that you're not stressed out. It's not a big deal. The weight will come right off. As long as, and this is the caveat, you go back to eating like normal. You eat your Thanksgiving, next day, you're right back to it. Nothing, don't do anything drastic. Don't drop those calories, don't do it. Go back to your normal way, and then it'll be fine.
You are keeping me safe from hurt and harm, and you bring me peace in my storm.
2 a.m. again and I'm thinking about 2 a.m. again and I'm thinking, should I come through? Then I come kick with you. 2 a.m. again and I'm thinking about it's 2 a.m. and I'm stuck up thinking about the last time you were behind me. I'm in the mirror, I could see everything you will be doing. I could see everything looking at me like you love me. No, you don't love me. I never care long as I come first. You put more time, I reverse. You rewind, do it again. Stuck in time, do it again. I ever say it's promising me, promising me once. You don't ever come to me, yeah. You don't ever come, why you never come? Will you ever come? Promising me once, promising me once. Why you never come to me?
I don't know what Dad has doing. I don't know if my mic is connecting today because I edited basically all of this video, and I feel like the parts that I even had the mic on, the audio didn't sound as clear, so I'll probably have to mess with it another time. Every time you walk, the camera shakes, so I'm just waiting. Are you done walking? This is my dinner. You just walked again and it shakes.
I didn't walk.
Is my dinner. Yes, you did. You just walked 2 steps forward. Are you kidding? Beef, cheese, lettuce, and tomato quesadilla. Very simple to put together. I use these Mission carb balanced tortillas that have 6 grams of protein in one. And then I use some ground beef, 93.7 ground beef that I actually already had prepped. Cut up some lettuce, cut up some tomatoes, and then this is the cheese I use, fat-free cheddar. I don't know, the macros for the fat-free cheese are crazy. For a 4th cup, it's 45 calories, 9 protein, 2 carbs, and 0 fat. I think actual like whole fat cheese is better because the ingredient list is just so much shorter. But right now I'm trying to get the protein in and the fat one. So we're gonna do it. I don't know. Ingredient wise, whole fat cheese is better. Calorie wise, the fat free is better. Depends what your needs are. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this. Hopefully the mic's working because otherwise you're just not gonna hear me. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna have as a snack, well, a dessert, probably in like 2 hours left. I'm gonna have this muffin. I'm gonna have this cereal milk muffin. This has, no, she's mimicking me. This has 27 grams of protein and it still actually tastes good. I'm gonna close this video out here. I'm gonna eat my dinner. I'm not gonna wanna talk later. So I hope this full day eating was helpful. Keep in mind when I was talking about with Thanksgiving, if you're watching this video before Thanksgiving, keep in mind, one day out of the ordinary is not gonna ruin your progress. I hope this video is helpful and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. Bye.